Mary Cece from Bead Me a Story. Thanks so much for joining me today. We are going to be working on a Helm weave bracelet that has a hammered disc in the center. So I'm going to show you how to lay this in, and you can see I've got some charms added to this. This one has a bird and a flower, and this one has a couple of starfish. So you'll notice that I'm using a large hammered disc, and then I'm going to use a medium-sized charm and then a small-sized charm on each of these. These do come in my kits, but of course if you prefer it just with the hammered disc and not with the charm, you could certainly do that. That is not a problem. And then for the rest of this, we'll be going through how to make a helm weave using 15mm O-rings, and these are 16 gauge 1/4 inch jump rings. In the center here I've used 18 gauge 3/16 jump rings SWG, and then I've used just a couple of 20 gauge jump rings to add our charms in, and those are 20 gauge 1/8 inch, and those are AWG size. Okay, so 0.8mm thickness on these rings in the center. You could probably get away with a little bit thicker too if you have like a 19 gauge or something. Okay, so this is a really fun project. This is intended for beginners, which means of course anyone can do this, and I hope you have a great time making this. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so to start this project, I want to have, of course, 2 pairs of pliers. I'm using chisel nose and 90-degree bent nose pliers for this, but you can use anything that's a as long as it has a smooth surface and it's either a flat nose, chisel nose, or bent nose plier, or a chain nose plier. Okay, so any of those will work. You just need 2 pairs of pliers in order to do this. I have gone ahead and pre-opened my jump rings for this project. So you can see these are my 18 gauge 3/16 jump rings. And I've also set the charms out here. Now, in the kit that I made for this particular project, I do this step at the end, but it's actually going to be a lot easier to do at the beginning. I put it at the end in the kit just in case you don't want to add charms. Then you can just go through the paces of the rest of the bracelet and add your charms later. So I am just taking one 18 gauge 3/16 jump ring, and I'm going to link these 2 rubber O-rings together. These are size 15mm. So these are big and chunky rings in this project. This will be very easy to make. It's a beginner project. And then I'm going to take a second 18 gauge 3/16 jump ring, and I'm going to pass through both of these 15mm O-rings again. So basically we're just doubling our jump ring. Okay, and then I'm going to let this all spread out. Now here is where this is going to differ. We're going to lay this on top of the hammered disc here, which I've pre-painted. Okay, and I'm going to lay that across there. But instead of going ahead and making our connections on the sides, which we'll do with another 18 gauge 3/16 jump ring and 2 of our color A O-rings. Okay, so that'll be our next step. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and attach these charms, because this is a lot easier at this point, because I can just lift this piece up, and this one, our larger charm, is going to get attached to the back, which you can see I can move everything freely. If I have to tuck it in afterwards, it's a little bit to do digging behind these jump rings, to get it back here. So we want this one behind the jump rings, and you could just leave it there and do this other one at the end, but I'll just show you. This one is going to go here on the front. So our smaller charm will go in front of these two O-rings at the beginning, and the bigger charm goes behind it, which makes it kind of lay against the hammered disc. Okay. So now I'm going to take my 18 gauge 3/16 jump rings. Okay, so we have our two O-rings and our two jump rings here. I'm going to pass through the O-ring first. Let me open these just a little bit more. I don't think I opened them quite enough. These are thick O-rings. Okay, so I go down through here, and then I'm going to go through the hole in the hammered disc, and then I'll pick up two new O-rings in our color A, or our first color. Okay. And that, we can just give this stuff a yank to get it to the outside. Now we're going to do the other side just the same way. And this is where I say, you know, the charms can just be kind of a little bit in the way. That's why I did it at the end, but it's like I said, easier to attach it at the beginning. Okay, so I'm going to pick up another O-ring and another O-ring. Now this left-hand side we're going to leave alone to the end, but this is going to connect everything to our hammered disc that's going to be in the center of your bracelet. Okay, and then that's what the center is going to look like. So now that we have the center, we're going to move into doing helm weave. And if you haven't done this before, I do this in a way with rubber O-rings that's very different than how you would build it for if you were using just jump rings. So just keep that in mind. This is a technique, this technique of building it is a friend of mine came up with this. Her name is Ellie, and it does make it really easy to do this because the O-rings stretch. So we're going to take our B O-ring. Again, this is just another 15 millimeter O-ring. And I'm going to pull this on to just the top O-ring, not the bottom. You can see it's not going around this one. And then we're going to take our jump rings. Now I'm moving to 16 gauge 1/4 inch jump rings now. And these are SWG. Okay, and you can see I picked up two new O-rings. Okay, close that. And then I'm going to pick up another one and I'm going to do the exact same thing. So I'm going to go through these two O-rings and these two O-rings. This is just going to sit parallel to the other jump ring that I put on. Okay. And now that we have this new row started, I'm going to take the top one here and I'm going to flip this O-ring back, and I'm going to scoot this color B O-ring. So see here, I'll just show you. Okay, so this is the back O-ring, this is the front O-ring. I'm going to take the front one, fold it back towards the beginning, and then I'm going to push this B colored O-ring around it. Okay, and then you can see when I fold this back down, we have the start of a helm weave. Okay, so this is a really easy way that you can do it when you're using rubber. So to start the next row, I'm going to take another one. Again, I'm just putting this on the top O-ring, not through the bottom one. And then I'm going to take my jump rings and I'm going to pass around the top and the bottom of the color A rings. I'm going to pick up two new rubber O-rings and I'm going to close my jump ring. Okay, and then I'll take another jump ring, again pass it through these same 4 O-rings, all color A, sitting parallel to the previous jump ring, and then I'm going to close my jump ring. Okay, and now that we have that, once again, we're just going to fold this back, push this B colored ring over top of it so that it comes down around these 2 jump rings that are now in the middle here. Okay, simple enough. All right, so just keep going with this until you get all your rows complete, and then I will be back to show you our final connection that will turn this into a stretch bracelet. Okay, so here we are at the end of this bracelet, and you can see I've got the full length of the bracelet that I need, and you can see how this centerpiece is going to fit into this. So I just have 1 color B O-ring left and 2 of the 16 gauge 1/4 inch jump rings left. Okay, and so we're going to bring this around to meet up with the beginning, and then of course, just like you see here, this O-ring is going to need to be sandwiched between these 4 O-rings. So I don't have any color A left sitting on my mat. They're all attached to the bracelet. So when I do this, these jump rings are going to have to go through these 4 O-rings, but stay inside the middle of this B colored O-ring. Okay, so we start on this side. On my end, you can start at the beginning too, it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to sandwich this O-ring, okay, between these 2, and you can see I have an eye right here, and so this jump ring is going to pass through this eye. So I'm going through both of these O-rings, both of the blue or the color A, and then I'm going to bring the beginning up and around, and I'm going to go through the back O-ring, okay, of that, but you can see I still have this one hanging out here. So before I attach that, I want to come up through the center of this B O-ring, and then I'll take the top or front O-ring and slide it over the jump ring. Okay? So I link through this one behind this O-ring, and then I push the jump ring up in front of the O-ring, and then attach this final O-ring to it. And I'm going to close. And this will be a little bit bunched up here, but that's okay because we're just going to give it a little tug and stretch that back out, and now you can see that's in the middle. And then I'm just going to take 1 more. Okay, now this time, you know, everything's attached, so I have to just kind of dig down through. I'm going to go through these 2 blue ones, the 2 color A, and you can see I'm inside the color B O-ring. Let this slide around, and then I'm going to go again through the first color A O-ring, and this is the one that's back behind. I'm going to stay inside the B O-ring, and then come back up out of the color A O-ring here. Okay? And now we can close, and then we are finished. So, as I said, in my kits, I did this part at the end. So I'll just show you, you know, in order to get back here, you're going to have to kind of pull this up to get this jump ring around if you do this at the end. But you can also do it at the beginning. As I said, I just wasn't sure. I'm sure there's going to be some people who don't want to put the charms on. And that's fine. This looks really cool with just the hammered disc in place anyway. And this is a really beautiful Helm weave. This is going to go with lots of colors for summertime. We have the seashells going on. And on my other kit that I made, I have a bird and then a little flower on it. So these are really fun to make. They're very fast to make. And this is a great beginner project to learn because you're going to start to learn how to incorporate other kinds of connectors into your Helm weave chains and continue, with the Helm weave on the rest of the bracelet. Now, had this been smaller, I probably could have incorporated more, but since this is a fairly large centerpiece, I wanted to just keep it at that and keep this as a centerpiece, which I think looks really nice. So I hope you've enjoyed this project. As I said, there are, of course, kits available at beadmeastory.com. We also just sell the materials, so if you just want to purchase the materials and make your own, you can do that. I will have the hammered discs available, so if you want to paint your own, you definitely can do that. I have a limited number of charms on the website, but I'll be adding some more. And I think this is a lot of fun, and you can have a really fun time painting the metals. There is a video to show you how to paint on the metals and use some different materials to do that. So I hope you will have lots of fun with this and give it all a try. I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for joining me.